Hey guys, how's it going? I got something special for you today. We are going to be starting a new series on the channel looking back at some of the competitive games that I've played in. Now for this video we're going to be looking at the Corsair Community League. If you don't know what that is, basically it was a league that ran about 2 months and it was 5 versus 5 with all tier 10s. Now it was sponsored by Corsair and the top prize was about $600 worth of gear and prizes from Wargames. So it was really cool. Make sure you guys leave a like in this video and also subscribe if you like it. Something new I'm going to try, so I hope you guys like it. So there's 2 teams I'm going to be showing you in this video. We have the Unbearable Months, which is my team. I joined them, say, about a quarter of the way through the season. And because of that, it was a bit tough getting chemistry at first. But we ended up playing really well together and doing well in the playoffs. Now, the other team in this video is Tanko Boom. Now, Tanko Boom has a lot of experience on their roster. They have Lop, Brett, and Wallhacks. And all 3 of these guys are in Gold League. And I believe Brett and Wallhacks actually won Gold League. So very impressive opponents, and it was a great match to play in. Just want to give a quick shout out to the Love Hitman and Hagler for casting this match. They did a great job. I really appreciate it. And Hagler is actually the one who let me use his footage for this, so much appreciated. Basically how we're going to do this, I'm going to show you guys some of the gameplay. Then I'm going to talk a little bit about the strat and what happened and what could have happened. So I hope you guys like it.
Yeah, so this is exactly what they did yesterday, and like you were saying earlier, I mean, Unbearable, they might have already played their hand of cards here, and Tanko Boom might have a leg up, because of course they're definitely going to be watching all of these previous games. They're going to be studying their opponent, what they might do, and Tanko Boom might have all of the knowledge of what is going to happen here.
Yeah, so we're going to have to see. The thing is, Tanko Boom, they could change up their strategy completely if they want, but right now it's actually looking like they're doing the exact same thing, which is very risky because you have to assume that Tanko Boom watched that series and at least like, hey, if they do the exact same thing, we have plans for this. But
yeah, look at this aggression of Tanko Boom already just pushing everything, taking the courtyard control, the 2/7/7s coming out wide, Wallhacks just going towards the G line with 11, and it looks like they are just going to meet in the middle here, and they might just try and make this 4K5 irrelevant by making a massive brawl here. Dark Ninja already getting shot. They're crossing, they're taking a lot of bleed to make this cross, but look what happened to December. He's completely caught out on the top of this ramp, and he's instantly getting picked up there, so Tanko Boom looking pretty clean. Muscles is charging down back off of the hill to try and get his gun into the fight.
Yeah, but that's a completely free pickup. Even though the HP is about even, the HP of Tanko Boom is spread across the 5 tanks almost perfectly evenly. Only Wallhack's taking 1 more shot, while the Bears lost an entire tank for that. So that's an absurdly good trade. Like maybe if Tanko Boom had one shot, it could be, you know, you're able to bring it back. But now they're basically relying on that 4K5.
Look at here, Levity though. Levity might be in trouble. He's getting clipped out by 250Bs. Dark Ninja gets the permatrack. Octobear also clipping him out, and he might get picked up here. There, Dark Ninja putting his last shell. But the problem is these 50Bs are now going to be on a reload. Tanko Boom is trying to take advantage. The 50Bs, they reload for about 28 seconds. So this is the time that Tanko Boom needs to make the difference. But Muscles is now holding an angle. They're trying to get Dark Ninja. Dark Ninja taking 1,000 damage instantly. The 2/7/7's chasing him down. Dark Ninja kiting around the corner. He's running out of places to run to, though. And the 4005, I think, not getting a good hit in.
Yeah, only doing about 600 damage. Lop is 1v1ing Dark Ninja right here, but Ninja bounces a shot. He won't have enough shells to actually finish off Lop either way. And this is still looking really good for Tanko
chasing,
Boom.
and he gets it, but he takes some damage in return. The HP is pretty even, but look, it's, you know, the guns, and they have a 4005 as one of those guns. The 4005, while it does massive damage, it's pretty easy to avoid if you coordinate properly. Octo taking hit, but the 705A getting one into Juice Lord Skip there.
Yeah, and Brett and Skip can just peek this if they want. Muscles is far back right now. I don't know if they actually know that or not, but they could easily peak and finish off November and October here. The thing is, if Muscles is able to get a full pin on, say, Brett, finish him off, then the other 2 tanks here can just double tap Skip. They could actually bring it back. But at this point, they're relying on a Muscles full pin. And the thing is, Tanko Boom doesn't need to do anything. They can just sit here and wait. Like, they're on defense right now.
Yeah, that is a good point. They're on defense, and this aggressive defense has taken the entire map away from Unbearable Months now, and they are completely trapped down a gun and down the flexibility. But here comes the Muscles. He's trying to make a poke, and he doesn't get the pen. Not able to penetrate the front of that 2/7/7, but he does massive damage at least. and he's gonna back up, and he might survive. Wallhacks is trying to chase him down, but Wallhacks has half of his crew members dead, so he could be a pick. But here come the 50Bs, picking up the other 50B. The 705A is all alone, getting completely clipped out, just taking advantage of this massive 4005 reload time. And Tanko Boom on top, taking this first game on Himmelsdorf.
Yeah, and it's exactly what I was saying, that they were relying on that 4K to basically get a one shot into one of those 50Bs. The second he fired at that 277, it allows those 50Bs to just freely poke, because even if that 50B had gotten a couple shots in, it basically needed that 705A would have needed a way for Skip, but then Brett could have just peeked out, clipped that 50B, and then Skip could have poked after that, and then they just kill both tanks anyway. So
yeah, absolutely. And this is kind of looking like one of those cases where Tanko Boom, they did their homework and they just knew what was going to happen. And Unbearable Months, I mean, they tried to do the exact same strategy they did yesterday, but Tanko Boom just went super aggressive and made that 4005 somewhat irrelevant.
yeah, and see, these tanks going to get lit.
Muscles look in the wrong direction. Will he be able to make something happen? No, he's getting picked up. So Tanko Boom pretty decisively winning that there, and I don't think the Bears really could have done anything against that, because that 4005, it's only really going to be super effective if the enemy team is just hard camping.
Alright, so definitely a bit of a rough first game, and let's break down what happened. So our initial strat is we get a 4K5 set up here, right? And then we get a 277 here. So basically he can spot kind of in here what they're going to get set up there. And if they have a guy here, maybe we can try to splash him out with this 4005, or if he comes here, we can shoot him as well. So we had done this strat recently, and TGB saw that, so they decided to set up a counter for it. So what they did is they sent their 3 tanks here, the 250Bs and the 277. They pushed straight across to here because they knew we'd have a tank here. Then they pushed their other 277 here, and they went up to here. So knowing that we'd have a tank here, they just decided to pick it where they'd be able to shoot them where we couldn't return fire. So we had 50B set up here, 705A, so we were waiting for them to cross here. And then they did, but the problem was that we couldn't trade it out for this because we were shooting so many different targets. So what the 277 needed to do here is he saw that they were coming around like this, and he still went up. What he needed to do was, as soon as they came around this corner, he needs to stop and go back to here, because that means that the guys going here would be useless. So that was the mistake in his part. I got a shot in as they came in. We did some good damage. We actually traded even on damage, but the problem is we were down a gun. Now, Dark Ninja and his 50B, they ran up here, right? And then basically the other team decided just to push in and kill us because I was out of the fight. But what we could have still even played it better, because Dark Ninja kind of stopped here, and then that allowed him to catch up, and then he got killed as he was trying to run away. If he just ran away straight away, took 2 hits, and got out of the fight, we could have been fine. So that's basically what happened there. They knew what we were going to do, and they pushed right into it. And honestly, it was just our mistake for not compensating for what was going to happen. We should have expected it.
Yeah, right now, getting into the second match, though, if the Tanko Boom ends up winning this specific match going on to Ghost Town, like they would be in a position to perhaps even take it to 4-0, perhaps. But I mean, it's speaking a little bit too early since Himmel's defense is favored. Tanko Boom, triple 50Bs, IS7 in a bad chat. That is a really weird lineup. The Bears double 50B, double 277, and 705A. Maybe they saw something in this comp.
Yeah, so I feel like Tanko Boom, I think, I might have been a little bit too confident in the Bears, and Tanko Boom, I think they have evolved their strats, because this is different than what we've been seeing. I think they've come out, they've just used their kind of basic strats to get them through all the group stage, and now they're coming out with what they really think is the best. And 350Bs, it's kind of changing the meta. We don't really ever see that, and they're just doing things that we haven't seen before. And right now, look at them, they're pushing up the 8 line with everything. It's kind of a parallel, both teams just driving, crossing kind of in front of each other. Here's some shots going back and forth. Actually, the Bears hitting one at least.
Yeah, but there was like 4 or 5 shots fired there, and only one was able to land. If all of those land, I mean, that's like a 2,000 HP lead instantly. But the question is, what does Tanko Boom do? Because the Bears are very heavy with this composition. The double 50B, triple heavies compared to just triple 50Bs, I7 in a bat chat. So I almost feel like the Bears could just take 5 people and just drive them into Tanko Boom and say, like, what are you going to do? Like, sure, they
Yeah.
have a lot of autoloaders, but
Well, it looks like they're actually trying to fast cap. It's such a we haven't never really seen anything like this on Himmelsdorf. This is a completely unique for what we've been used to in this 5v5. You know, they've got the I7 and double 50B and a batch chat. They've got 4 tanks actually on this cap right now. Lop is defending this push. Octo in the 705A. He's getting penned twice by Lop in his 50B. Here come Muscles. Here comes November. Dark Ninja coming up the 5 line with his 50B. They have 18 seconds. They don't need to panic yet. Oh, it looks like Pounce, though, in that 50B, he's actually on fire, and he's going down pretty fast in HP. That's not looking too good. The HP is actually kind of dwindling, and now there's a counter push coming. The 50Bs are trying to charge at Dark Ninja, who is going down to a one-shot. He's getting picked up by Brett in the batch chat. Wall hacks, though, he's now the one left behind. He's a little bit caught out here. Octobear moving in. The rest of the tanks are crossing, trying to find December, but the HP, it's falling apart for Tanko Boom.
yeah, Lop should be able to get a full clip in here, but he won't have enough to actually finish up. December getting a kill there, and Lop bouncing a shell as well means that the Bears should be able to pick up this round. They're up a gun, they're up a lot of HP. Lop is on a full clip. Skip will have shells, but Brett I don't think has any either yet. And
yeah, Lop about to get pinched here by Muscles. Skip getting pinched by double 277s. Brett on the offside here, not able to, pick up a kill yet. I think he's still on a reload. He's probably going to try and come in and make something happen, but they've got no HP. And the Bears looking pretty decisive this time. I thought that was such a strange meta. I mean, I thought they could maybe they had some plan for it, but really just kind of going for a fast cap when I don't think that was really going to work.
yeah, I think it was an interesting strategy because they basically had the double 50Bs to watch down the 7 line, but the problem was, them being turned around meant that Pounce just instantly gets set on fire. I think he had a damaged fuel tank as well, so it wasn't. Oh, and bounce shot there, and gets rammed, but it's wasn't exactly a low chance to be set on fire there because I believe one of the 50Bs had their fuel tank damaged on the cross, so.
That was a really exciting game to watch, and I remember it was a lot of fun to play as well. So TGB, they did like a really weird meta here. Like they pushed up the 8 line of 4 tanks, and they went for a fast cap, right? So they had double 50Bs on the cap. They had a 50B here, watching just this bottom corner. They had an IS-7 in the hold down to try to shoot this, and they sent the bat chat across up the hill and down and behind. So we were doing our pretty normal 1-2 aggressive play where we just send stuff down into here. And we spotted them on the cross. So we all stopped here, right? And we shot them as they went up. Now, we definitely should have hit more shots, but we weren't expecting them to just send it up like that at all because we spotted them like we were here and they were here at the exact same time. It's just really weird. So basically what you need to do to stop a team that's aggressively capping the 2 cap like that is you need to have crossfires. So what we did is we sent a singular tank up to here, the 277. Now basically he can just provide a lot of shots into this side if we push them off. And we sent 3 tanks to here, right? Or I guess it was technically 4. So the 705A can side scrape this corner, deal with this 50B, and then myself and the 277 can shoot here. Now we sent the other 50B, he went up to here to kind of crossfire. So we were able to get the reset and it forced them to push off of the cap. Now for them, the only play is to push into the weak side. So they had these 4 tanks here, right? They need to push into and kill this 50B and 277. But what we were able to do really well is we made a really nice crossfire. This 50B was able to clip into here and get some shots here. This 277 was able to get kill shots. And we were able to get tracks on the 50B and the IS-7. I think we even lit the 50B on fire. So we were able to poke here, and then as they pushed through, we pushed in behind and we cleaned up the game. So when you're trying to break a fast cap like that, where you're like need to push into a situation, it's really important to immediately set up crossfires, because if you don't do that, if you don't have players who are able to do that like on their own and know what to do, then it's going to be really hard to do that. So I think we played that really well. Yeah, that was just a good game for us, and it was an interesting strat by them. We're going to end this video right there. I hope you guys really liked it. If you did, leave a like. Also, make sure you subscribe because we're going to be putting out a lot more content like this in the future. If you like this format, let me know in the comments, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.